We almost thought that we would get the second super over in the ongoing edition of the Indian Premier League, but Avesh Khan made sure that it didn't have to come to that because his final over, where he defended 9 runs, saw his side, the Lucknow Super Giants, notch up a 2-run win against Rajasthan Royals. And obviously, he was also saying in the post-match press conference that he doesn't want to be a Mitchell Stark, he wants to just be a good Avesh Khan there. But earlier in the match, we saw Avesh Khan hit for a 6 by a certain 14-year-old Vaibhav Suryavanshi, who became the youngest ever debutant in the Indian Premier League. My name is Rajdeep Saha and I'm joined here by my colleague Sahil. And welcome to Sportstar's Matchpoint Paradox. We try to dissect the match between RR and LSG. Sahil, obviously talking about Suryavanshi, 14 years old, fearless. What did you think of his knock on his debut and RR's batting in general?
I mean, you said it, fearless. I mean, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, first ball 6 and that 2 over covers. I mean, that was a glorious shot. It was a great start to a career. I mean, some of us obviously have seen him doing those things in domestic as well. But to come up against international stars, against a test match bowlers, and to do that kind of stuff in this first probably an international match, if you can say, terrific innings. I mean, he hit 2 sixes in his first 3 deliveries. I mean, that was I mean, a great start and a very good innings. I mean, even when he was not looking to hit sixes, the way he was defending, trying to rotate the strike, looking at Jaiswal at the other end for make those run calls. So it was a very good, kind of a very mature sort of an innings also. And that partnership, that 85-run partnership, actually started the trenches very well. I mean, they actually set up the game with Jaiswal kept going from the other end, even when Suryavanshi got out. And Suryavanshi looked dejected. That means it meant a lot to him as well, that he wanted to keep going on, keep that scoreboard ticking, make the team win. But unfortunately he got out, but it's okay. I mean, it's a good first knock. And Jaiswal, again, he was the senior batsman in that partnership, and he looked very mature as well. Okay, another good innings from Jaiswal. Looked to play those shots, very good shots as well, very hard-looking shots. And when Jaiswal and Parag were batting, I felt that's even though we might say that they lost by 2 runs, they couldn't finish the game, but I thought the match somehow this slowed down that innings. I mean, I don't know if it was pitch. Probably it was pitch because it looked like the ball was getting stuck. The paces were getting the ball to reverse. So it was a bit hard as well. But I felt that Parag could have tried to score more, could have tried to be more attacking. Jaiswal was looking to attack more, but I felt Parag was looking to rotate more than attack. So I think that's where probably the innings fell. But so and then again in the end, I mean, we saw Avesh bowling those Yorkers, brilliant Yorkers, and the way he was looking to reverse the ball, he was not looking to bowl slower balls that we usually see him bowling at the death. He saw the ball, the condition of the ball, and think this is my game, and he made it his game.
Yeah, and you mentioned the pitch there. In Jaipur, do you think the total of 180, if I'm not wrong, that was the right? Obviously, they won by a very slender margin. But do you think the target was good enough?
I felt. See, usually in the first innings, we have seen in this season that the first innings usually the pitch is very slow, tends to be slow, and over the next innings it becomes slightly better to bat. So I felt that it was not a 180. I felt it was a kind of 190, 195 kind of pitch, if not 200. So I felt they were 10 to 12 runs short, and even when Rajasthan were chasing that halfway. At the halfway stage, it looked like they might actually end up chasing, because the pitch was going well and the batsmen were hitting their shots. So, but at the end, it was more of a good death overs masterclass by Avesh Khan. But I still think it was it was a kind of 190 kind of a pitch rather than 180. They came lucky that Avesh had a very good day. And even with Prince Yadav, again, even though he's conceded a few, but I felt his first over, and even when he was bowling in the depth, he got that ball to reverse, and it's a good start to his career as well.
And we spoke about Rajasthan's batting, a bit about Lucknow's batting in the first innings. We saw a few early wickets, Jofra Archer, Hasaranga as well, picking up a couple of early wickets in the power play as well, where LSG was in a spot of bother, and then we saw them use the impact player option to bring in Ayush Badoni in place of Mitchell Marsh, if I'm not wrong. And then we saw Ayush Badoni and Aiden Markram scored some lovely half centuries as well, which obviously brought them to the score. We also saw pacer Mayank Yadav back into the mix. He was named in the substitutes, but I think because of the batting collapse, so to say, in the beginning, they had to bring in Ayush Badoni. Otherwise, we might have seen Mayank Yadav being brought in, but at the end, as we mentioned, Avesh Khan did his job in those final 3 overs and in the final over. So that was all from this match in the Indian Premier League. We have a blockbuster Sunday to look forward to, April 20th. The afternoon match between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Punjab Kings, followed by the clash of the two most successful teams, Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings. Keep following Sportstar for all the updates from those two matches and all the matches coming up in this season of the Indian Premier League. Thank you.